Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This is my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, May 16th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. And also, if you trade Bitcoin, I'll do a bonus analysis at the end. First off, a couple clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right there will be moving around. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. And then second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candles here represents 30 minutes worth of time. So ticker symbol number one, FFIE, and another monster day, over 1 billion shares traded. So yeah, a lot of people watching this one. In a case of deja vu, if you've been watching the videos, you know that a couple days ago talked about this pattern, got the break to the upside. Then again today, had the same pattern, got the break to the upside. And as you're about to see here, we're going to have a case of deja vu because I'm again going to draw in this bull pennant pattern. So I'll get rid of that old one as it served its purpose for now. So headed into Thursday, we have our area of resistance right there. We have the uptrending trend line right there. Let me change that to green to represent support and then just convert it into one color to hopefully make it easier to see. So we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the upwards move here, we have the golf hole down here to make it a little bit more visual, and this would be yet another bull pennant pattern. So again, we had the bull pennant right here. I'm doing this very crudely. Explosion up, had another bull pennant pattern, explosion up, and now we have another bull pennant pattern. So will it go for a third time, get the break to the upside? There are no guarantees, but certainly a more than plausible thought on your point of view. So if you like bull pennants, you like stocks with a whole lot of volume in them, if you like this price range down below the $5 mark, then certainly keep an eye on this one for Thursday. Next one here, AMC, and the pullback continues, but a line has been drawn in the sand, and this is just the power of charts and technical analysis. What a coincidence, right where the price started to level out and go upwards, as you can see there, right at that purple line, which is the famous 50-period moving average, and this is why it's famous. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. Was pulling back, got to that purple line, and has now started to slowly cruise upwards, which leads in the big question mark moving forward, not necessarily just for Thursday, but in the coming days. Can the price continue to maintain above that purple line? As long as it does that, then you got to give the bulls a chance. You got to say that overall, this thing has a chance of recovery. If the price breaks below there, then at that point, that puts the chart kind of into this no man's land, which again, no guarantees, but makes it very plausible. Then at that point, the price could very well be headed down to that pink line down there, which denotes the big brother of the 50-period moving average, the 200-period moving average. So that's why this is, in my opinion, at least a very, very critical level here. And we'll see if the price can continue to hold above it. But if it does, then again, you still got to give the bulls an advantage. Now, I realize if you're a day trader and you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 20 minutes, from that perspective, you don't care anything about this purple line. I am making these comments from more of a bigger picture point of view. So it's hanging in there by a thread. Can it continue to hold above that 50-period moving average? We'll see what happens. Next one, PLUG, an interesting action here when you factor in the opening 30 minutes. Very nasty gap and trap. Pulled back, but then started to go sideways and has formed this sideways channel. Now, let me be very clear, and I wish I could say trading was this easy, that just because it started nasty and then started to go sideways means that for sure guaranteed this is the bottom, and for sure guaranteed this thing is going to explode back upwards. If only it were that easy. My point here is it becomes a lot more plausible. Case in point, if the price was still just dropping, I'm sitting there saying, hey, it's looking like this could be some sort of bottom, you'd be totally justified to say, what are you talking about? Based on what? The price is literally going down. But that's not the case here. It has started to go sideways. So does that mean that it's done going down? Absolutely not. Does it mean that it's valid to think that potentially it could be? Absolutely. So if you like these sorts of scenarios where you get a big pullback, now you're getting some sideways action, definitely keep an eye on it because it's worth keeping an eye on and wondering, okay, is this the bottom? Is this getting ready to head back upwards? We'll see what the next couple days offer. Next one, SINT, another one of these penny stocks with a whole lot of volume today. So let's get some levels mapped out. If you do like to play more so pullbacks, and I think a very well-defined area of support where the buyers were hanging out at has been defined down there at the 0.118 mark. So 0.118 for you pullback players. And then on the flip side of things, this one was pretty straightforward today in terms of areas of resistance and supports. Right here at 21.5 cents, I would call the main area of resistance. And then if you just want to convert this into an overall technical pattern, so we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the big upwards move here. Yeah, I could call this a version of a bull flag pattern. So overall, it's really just a question of what's ultimately going to play out. Does this thing want to come down here to the bottom part of the pattern. And if it does, that becomes a very valid area to think, okay, I could see this getting to bounce back upwards. And even if it never breaks that area, from a trading standpoint, that right there is a whole lot of wiggle room to pull out a potential profit. But of course, it's not guaranteed to bounce, and that's why risk management matters. But if you're somebody that likes penny stocks and you like, those penny stocks are getting a whole lot of volume, SINT, another one to keep an eye on. Next one, GME. Probably should have put this by AMC because same general idea. Big pullback, and it's not quite as straightforward as AMC, but you can see right here that purple line, like I said, it didn't hit it. It wasn't bouncing directly off it like AMC was, but definitely got within the general vicinity of it, and once again leveled out, and it's starting to try to curl back upwards. So from a support standpoint, same general idea that I talked about on AMC applies here to GME. Definitely want to see the price stay above that purple line there. In terms of areas of resistance, pretty straightforward. At least I think it's, from the eyeball test right here at 42.50. You can see right here, 42.50, rejected the price and then rejected the price right there. Good news is that the price is very close to 42.50. Doesn't mean that it'll break, but a lot better chances of it breaking than if the price was down here and had to travel all the way up there just to do battle with it. In this situation, it just got to travel right there before it could do potential battle. So 42.50 going to be that key break point. But so far, so good from the big picture point of view. It did honor and respect that 50-period moving average. Real quick, want to take a break and personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering here very soon. So if you've been enjoying what you've seen and you want to learn more about this tool, how it can and should be used to build consistency and manage risk, certainly get signed up for the free class. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down in the description box you can use to sign up. Or if you're watching at my site, there's an area right there on the webpage that you can use to sign up. So like I said, if you've been enjoying, then definitely get signed up for the free webinar. Next one, GWAV, and nice pattern here. So already talked about it before, but let's just get things mapped out. We have this area of resistance coming across the top. And then on the support side of things, we have a nice uptrending trend line like that. Again, let me change that to green to represent support. And then just to make it easier to see, let's keep it one color. So we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the upwards move right here. Let's put the golf hole down here. We have ourselves another bull pennant pattern. So you've heard me talk about these already, and I want to respect your time as much as possible. So all I'll say is if you like penny stocks, particularly those down below 10 cents, you like bull pennant patterns and those getting good solid volume, this is one that I'd say to keep an eye on. Next one, TSLA Tesla, and this will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched yesterday's video, but a couple of key things. First off, number one, and this is, again, the power of charts. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I am patting charts as a tool on the back because they do work. Now, if you don't believe me, I'm not offended. Just go back in the video archive and watch the video from yesterday. But if you do, you'll notice that I talked about that as an area of resistance, and you can't make this stuff up. Look right where the price got rejected this morning, right at that red line. Again, the power of charts. I'll turn that into a plug. Go get signed up for the free webinar. And then on the flip side of things, came down here, broke through that area of support, and a rule in charting states that when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And wouldn't you know it, when the price bounced back up, look right where it found resistance, right at that former area of support multiple times. So needless to say, 175.50 now going to be the main area of resistance moving forward. But it just amazes me. And of course, charts aren't perfect. Nothing is perfect, but they're definitely a worthwhile tool. So be sure to sign up for that class. So 175.50 key area of resistance. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that level as it served its purpose for now. And now, which is kind of becoming a common theme here, main area of support to watch, like on AMC, like on GME, going to be that purple line there, which you now know is that 50-period moving average. If the price were to drop below there, that essentially puts the price kind of into the no man's land, and it's very realistic to think that there could be that much more downside pressure that shows up. But so far, so good. It is holding above that purple line, but let's see if it can curl back upwards and get through 175.50. Next one here, AWIN, quite the mover here, and I'm going to go ahead and tackle this one relatively quickly because you've already heard me talk about this stuff. So there is our resistance. There is our support. And then let me just get this same color. Again, I don't mean to fly through it too quickly, but at the same time, you've already heard me talk about this stuff. So we have a resistance, we have our support, we have the nice upwards move here, and we have ourselves another bull flag pattern. So if you like stocks down below $10, you like bull flag patterns and ones that have the ability to move very, very quickly, as this one demonstrated today, I'd certainly keep an eye on AWIN. Next one, TQQQ, absolutely monster day today, and updates need to be done. So first off, just going to get rid of that line as it served its purpose for now. And first update, just based on that rule, when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So yeah, 61.95. an area of support, but given the price is now way up there, I'm going to go ahead and just adjust this area up to more so a relevant area of support to keep an eye on. And that would be right there around the 62.60 mark. So if you like to pay pullbacks, keep an eye on that. And that would be the preferable level. I mean, if you say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute healthiest and strongest moving forward? And that would be if the price can stay above 62.60. Now, if it doesn't, that does not mean the entire chart's destroyed or ruined or anything like that. Because from the big picture, you still have that purple line there, 50-period moving average, which I realize not relevant at all. But keyword being moving, so as time goes by, that line will move itself higher and higher and get more and more relevant. But from a big picture standpoint, as long as the price stays above that purple line, the bulls are 100% in full control. In terms of areas of resistance, we have this level right here. So as you can see, we're having to go back way into the chart's history here. Next key level right there at, what is that? The $64 mark, which you can see right there, is coming from these highs from several weeks ago. So as I zoom in, you can see where that red line is coming from. So right here, $64, public enemy number one. I would definitely say it's within striking distance. So we'll see if this momentum can carry it up on Thursday and get the break. Now, I will get to Bitcoin here in just a second, but for you stock traders, again, if you liked what you saw here, you want to learn more about the tool and how it's such a valuable tool and how it should be used, then go get signed up for that free webinar. It'll be very soon, Thursday, May 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see you there. Now let's talk some Bitcoin. One clarification point, I am now using the 4-hour time frame, not the 30-minute. So each one of these candlesticks represents 4 hours of time. And that is because Bitcoin's open 24/7. So I want this analysis to remain relevant for as long as possible. And yeah, all I can say is really boom, because that is exactly what happened here. For those of you that have watched past videos, you know that I've been talking about that pink line as an area of resistance. Price came up here, broke through it, and then has gone essentially straight up. And as I talk right now, not quite at those highs, but still a very impressive looking green candle here. So certainly updates need to be done. And next key level of resistance is going to be up here at, let's see, what is that? 67,200, which is coming from back here on the chart. So let's just assume that you're watching this video 15, 20 hours from now. Question number one you need to ask yourself is this: where is the price at relative to 67,000? Oh, looks like 67,300. If you're answering the question that the price is up above 67,300, that is a very good situation, because that implies that this breakout has continued. How good of a situation? Well, how far up above 67,300 is it? The further up above 67,300 it is, the more preferable and more bullish of a situation you have. So just that's where you start things off. Now, maybe you're saying, well, Clay, price is actually still down below 67,300. No problem there. Next question would be, okay, well, where's the price at relative to that area right here at 63,500? Because that is a former breakout point, and that would be a level that you would want to see act as support. If you're saying, well, Clay, the price is down below here, but up above there, so that means that the price is somewhere around here. At that point, one word would summarize the current situation of Bitcoin whenever you're watching this, and that would just be consolidation. Now, if somehow you're answering the question that the price is actually down below that level, that's where I'm not going to say things are ruined, but things start to look a little shaky. And if somehow, the price is, you're answering the question that the price is down below 59,600, that would be a train wreck. That would imply something really terrible happened, because that would mean that this level this move got wiped away. That level of support got wiped away, and then even that one got wiped away. So I highly doubt you're going to be answering the question that the price is down below there, but you never know. If I had to guess, odds are I'm thinking that you'll probably be answering the question that the price is down below there, but up above there as this thing starts to consolidate out. But I mean, you never know. Maybe this upwards momentum right here has more power behind it, and over the next several hours, it's going to break through that level too. But like I said, you'll have a better idea, because you'll be watching this several hours from now, or I guess maybe just potentially minutes from now, depending on when you watch it. But walk yourself through these questions, and that'll keep Bitcoin relevant for as long as possible in terms of the current technical analysis. And just as I invited the stock traders, I'm inviting you as a Bitcoin and crypto trader. Get signed up for this class, because what you'll learn about can and definitely should be used within your Bitcoin and crypto trading. So like I said, go get signed up. It'll be Thursday, May 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. As far as the top 10 videos are concerned, if you enjoy these, hit that like button, leave a comment below. If you have a request, if you would like for me to cover a certain chart, go ahead, leave that in the comment section. I'll do my best to get to any sort of request. So thanks for watching. Go get signed up for that free training. Take care and have a good one.